So I've been on Twitter. Trying to catch a vibe of it. Kai Cenat's trending. Nicki Minaj, J. Cole, Khalid. We'll talk about Khalid in a second. Not Like Us is trending, but GNX is trending too. GNX is trending. I looked at Kendrick's tweets, and I guess I'm just like metric watching as well. And this definitely had more likes, and has more likes than his Super Bowl announcement. And about half the views already, which is only in about like a couple of hours. So who knows, right? Who knows? We're going to see how this album ends up doing. I actually think it's going to do like 405,000. Yeah, I think around 400,000. For me, anything over 300 is a win for him. Because that just shows, what did Mr. Morale in the Big Steppers, what did that first week sales? First, yeah, he did 295. So if he could just randomly just drop an album, no announcement, no nothing, right? I called my people, my little snitches over there, and I said, why y'all ain't tell me last week Kendrick was dropping? I was mad. And, I love getting mad at labels because I tax them. That's all I do, okay? That's all ACK is good for, okay? Talk shit about labels, tax them, move on with life. So I'm like, why y'all ain't tell me? Okay. And they said, Kendrick turned it in this morning. And I was like, okay, that kind of makes some sense. So apparently Kendrick turned in this album this morning. Okay. And that's why we're dealing with a lot of that. So apparently the label didn't know. They've had some talks with PG Lang, but it just kind of came out today. So, dope. Came in mad. Okay, what do y'all feel about the album now? I think we did a poll about it. The poll overwhelmingly, from what I saw, was that people thought it was better, or people thought it was on the side of good, not trash. Is it memorable? I don't know. Is it changing the landscape of things? I don't know. I do think he threw a bunch of alley-oops. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, shit. We can go on some blog pages and kind of figure out what people are saying. You want to do that? Let's do that. Fuck it. Let's go to... I don't know. By the way, I'm going to be honest with you. So, like, I guess my page is going to be biased, right? Because, like, people are going to say Drake's my favorite, and people might think like-minded people follow me. So, I don't even want to look on my page for his, whatever. I kind of want to look at another page. Like, what other page can I look at? Chat. Let's look at Rap. Did Rap post about it? Rap should have posted about it, right? I never go to Rap, honestly, but... might be a time to go look at them. Let me see. Internet reacts. Okay, so cool. Let's see what they're saying in the comments over there. How the fuck could this man be in his prime 15 years in? That's positive. Somebody said the most glazed artist of all time. Okay. Somebody said we up. Somebody said we need Cardi. Somebody said Rap is bouncing on. They're going to be a sore throat tomorrow. Somebody said don't care Cardi. Yeah, Rap is a heavy Cardi. I mean, most pages are heavy Cardi. My opinions on this album coming soon. By far his worst album. On a Loop. K. Fire. How many Kendrick posts y'all gonna make? I guess they posted earlier before, right? Generational album. Cardi album's better. On my soul. Album of the last 10 years than this fucking thing. Mustard. Only my opinion. What? Anyway, let's see what people were saying. Are these celebrities? Dead End Hip Hop. I think they're a reaction channel. It says Kendrick fans everywhere. This other person. Is there like any rappers? I do want to see like the rap community and how they kind of like embrace that. I'm wondering, does Future show it love? I'm wondering, does the Futures, the Metros, the ASAPs, I mean, how do they process that? Earlier they posted, somebody said overrated. Somebody said never disappoints. Somebody said Luther is beautiful. Somebody said, so good I've almost bust one while pressing play. Reincarnated, one of the greatest songs I've ever heard. Okay. Album of the year, I don't care. Luther song of the year. Telling you right now, Luther is a hit. A lot of people liking Luther. 2024 ended Crazy Dog. At this point, Cardi album is no longer relevant. For my heart rate just right now from the excitement, the goat is back. How is Keem not on it? That's another thing too. So we didn't get YG on it. We didn't get no Schoolboy Q on it. Not that YG should be on it. Like Schoolboy Q, that's like TDE. And then his cousin is Baby Keem. So we expect Baby Keem to be on it. But no Baby Keem, no J-Rock, no Schoolboy Q, no Ab Soul. Right? Cool. Hold on. What the fuck? Hold on. Oh. I'm on Discord on my phone. Anyway. Cool. Yeah. Have we seen any rappers react to it? I want to see rappers react to it. Now, I did see Snoop Dogg. Like, Snoop Dogg kind of reacted to the line about him. Right? So there's a line in there where Snoop literally, where he says, Snoop posted TaylorMade. I pray it was the edibles. I couldn't believe it. It was only right for me to let it go, right? And that was on Whacked Out Murals. And then Snoop actually reposted, yo, K-Dot, new album Jinx. I'm calling it Jinx, or she doesn't say GNX. What? It was the edibles. West King. So, you know, Snoop Dogg is kissing the ring, you know, and he's damn near obviously a legend. I seen this. I don't know if this clip was recent. I seen Snoop Dogg supposedly like talking about Kendrick somewhere. Where is that at? It's like Snoop Dogg was in like a studio talking about Kendrick, and basically just saying he's the king. Snoop Dogg Kendrick. Let me see if I can find that. This is it right here. Hold on. Okay. Is this not word?
He took the throne from me.
Yeah.
Ain't no giving it, he took it. That's why he where he at now.
Okay.
Ain't no accident why he running this shit and finna get Grammys and Super Bowl.
Yes, sir.
He took it from me.
Yes, sir.
That's big to say.
You understand what I'm saying? But a real king will honor the next king.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to kill a king to become a king.
Come on.
Not where we from. It's been passed down like that from generations. From Ice Cube to me to Kendrick to whoever is the one, we pass it down and we don't hate it. Even when the niggas from the Bay get it, when Fody get it, when Show get it, when somebody from the Bay get it, all hail the West.
All hell the West. Yeah.
We respect protocol.
West.
Hey, it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, why the fuck would Snoop Dogg care about who's the king of rap on the West? The nigga's in Fortnite. You know what I mean? He's like, the things that Snoop Dogg has done, obviously just pretty much the most popular rapper, just internationally known, alive. Yeah, why the fuck would he be caring about being called the king of the West in terms of rapping? Especially when, you know, even though Kendrick is not as active, you know, obviously I call him Kawhi, but he's clearly still active and he's putting out music. Yeah. Acknowledge the dude, right? But it looks like, you know, he's kind of backpedaling off of him posting TaylorMade. He's basically saying, yeah, you're right, Kendrick. I was high. That's the interesting part of how the battle turned out. I feel like there's a lot of people conveniently be like, oh, yeah, you're right. I was tripping. Like, low-key, if you ask me, I'm not saying that he was going against Kendrick, but I thought Snoop probably thought Drake at the moment was up. And there's some people in that battle with Drake and Kendrick that were front runners that, you know, when Drake was up, they're like, oh yeah, let me just co-sign him now. And then when Kendrick came back, they're now in an awkward spot. So whatever. All right, good. Good. Let me see. Who else has spoken on this? I'm trying to see if we get any more reactions to this. Where's the other rappers reacting to this shit? I ain't gonna lie, the Glaze-a-thon is gonna continue though. This is does Kendrick have the craziest 5-tweet timeline of all time? And obviously they're going from Euphoria, Meet the Grams, not like a Super Bowl album. I mean, I don't know if that's a tweet timeline as opposed to he only tweets big things that happen, and those are the big things that happen. Anyway, let me see. Okay, I don't know why I'm on the shade room to see what they think about the album. I don't know. I'm trying to get a good feel of it. I feel like it's like so political when it comes to Kendrick even now. Like the people who like Kendrick, they're like, this is the greatest thing ever. This is music. It's the best thing we've ever heard. A lot of people that don't like Kendrick, they're like, boring. And I can't find people who are giving like a very neutral perspective or not emotionally charged. Like they either really like Kendrick or they really hate him. And that's going to matter in how they kind of listen to this project, right? I don't know. We will see. Okay. Somebody said I don't go live on YouTube. We're live on YouTube. What are you talking about? We're live on YouTube right now. We're live on YouTube right now. Oh, okay. So y'all said go check out Hitter J3 and his tweets. Let's see what this nigga got to say. It's not over yet. Get ready for curfew. Okay. O3 Greedo, the West Coast still dead, or y'all gotta understand it now? You know what's so interesting about like that conversation? I feel like the West Coast takes it so offensive when people just state the obvious. No one said the West Coast is dead. People are just telling you the facts. They don't listen to y'all if they aren't on the West Coast. And it just means that, you know, the West Coast is a big place, great place. Y'all make good music, but it's regional. It's regional to a big ass place that could make it feel national, but there's an entire rest of the country that they don't tap in as much as you like. I feel like underground artists in Detroit, Chicago, New York, they get played in other regions more than the same level of underground in Cali. Like Cali's underground scene seemed to stop in Cali. You get what I'm saying? This is why a lot of people are saying, who are these guys who got featured? Because they never heard them before, unless they're probably already tapped into the West Coast. But O3 Greedo said that. Who else said some stuff? Okay. Hitter J3 says, they salty or they just quiet now? Yo, it's so interesting that, and I'm not going to blame this on Kendrick, but I'll just say his supporters or these mouthpieces that are talking for him, they need people to react to it. It's like they need people to hate on it that they could have some type of energy. If people just say, okay, all right, I listened to it once. It's cool. Let's move on. I don't know. Anyway. I don't know. I want to talk about this, but is there anything interesting that I could talk about it? I'm like trying to find shit to talk about this shit, but it's like, I know it's going to do some numbers. Give me an angle to talk about it with. Okay, let's talk about this part. This Lil Wayne Super Bowl halftime like dig, right? So Kendrick raps, I used to bump the car to 3, held my rollie chain proud, irony. I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Got the Super Bowl and Nas the only one that congratulate me. All these niggas agitated. I'm just glad it's on their faces. I think this is a dig. I know a lot of people are arguing if this is a dig or not. I think this is a line that makes it feel like he's almost saying, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down, basically saying, I got this Super Bowl performance based on my hard work, and that's the reason why he's having this letdown moment of not being picked to perform in his own city. So that's why he's saying the irony is that I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. That's how I interpret it. You get what I'm saying? Am I interpreting that right, or y'all think that I'm looking too much into it? Now, we know he's playing off of the let Nas down thing, but I've never heard Lil Wayne basically express any sentiments like, yo, Kendrick. Like, has he ever talked about Kendrick like that? I mean, he's never like shitted on him, but come on. Rizzo says, Wayne wasn't mad at you, but you about to hear the lighter starting. Okay? Somebody said, I could hear the lighter flickering. Somebody said, Wayne should have showed love and congratulated Kendrick. That would have been the OG mature thing to do. Instead, he made a video crying. The YNs wasn't around for drought era Wayne. He was hip hop's Michael Jackson. Wayne was hating though for real. Wayne never said none. It was the fans. Yeah, Wayne. I mean, I'm not gonna knock Kendrick for saying what he said, but Wayne didn't do the most. All right. Now, do I think Wayne's gonna feel offended by that? I don't think so. There's nothing he can say. But what this tells me is that he's definitely not bringing out Wayne in New Orleans. Also, this tells me that the way that I believe that Kendrick is carrying this, I think it's up for all them niggas. I don't think Kendrick want to do the Metro Boomin shit. Meaning, Metro cool with 21 Savage but hate Drake. I think Kendrick on some shit like, nigga, fuck Drake and fuck you too. I think that's how he's carrying it. Now, obviously, he didn't say that in a rhyme, but that's how because why even rap this? Especially, even if he didn't mean to, like, disrespect Wayne, it's so ambiguous, it kind of feels like you're disrespecting Wayne. You and Wayne don't got no beef. And Wayne's a beloved legend. Why would you even try to? But again, we probably do got to give him some credit. He's keeping it raw and unfiltered. He mentioned Snoop Dogg. He getting shit off with Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg's a West Coast legend. He's getting that off his chest. So why wouldn't he get off whatever with Wayne? I don't know. Let me see. Anything else? Okay. I'll get on Discord for like 1 second. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to talk about this Kendrick album. Maybe it's because I just don't give a fuck, or I'm like, other than I could go back and just point out the Drake jabs, but it's just like, fuck am I even? Hey, y'all could join. I'm in Discord. Y'all Kendrick fans, tell me what I'm missing. Because other than that, I'm moving on to my next topic. Like, I'm just not gonna sit here and just like force myself to talk about Kendrick, which I don't think there's much more to talk about. It's a good album, cool. I'm trying to give it the opportunity, though. So when I say I definitely give a fuck, I mean, of course I want to give a fuck. Bro, I cover music. Like, I want to give a fuck. But what I'm saying is that I'm running out of things to say about it. Like, what more? Now, granted, I guess I could go to, let me go to them Genius shit. Trust me, this is like a chore for me because I don't listen to this nigga like that. Kendrick Lamar, whacked out murals. Let's go through the lyrics or something like that. Cool. All right, this first track is the intro track of the tape, and he kind of like, sends a lot of jabs here, and you got to appreciate it. Here we go. What is this? Translation from Spanish to English is, I feel your presence here last night and we start to cry. Verse 1. Yesterday, somebody whacked out my mural. Oh, yeah. He did have a mural on September 8th. Oh, yeah. So this is almost kind of time stamping it. Did he record this September 9th? That's fire. Okay. Yeah, they had vandalized his mural, and it says, by the way, this was a vandalization here. You see? So it usually looks like this. They did this to it. Okay? Good. So he says, yesterday somebody whacked out my mural. That energy will make you niggas move to Europe. But that's regular for me. Yeah, that's for sure. The love and hate is definite without a cure. All this talk is bitch made. That's all, my lord. I'll kill them all before I let them kill my joy. I done been through it all. What you endure, it used to be it used to be fuck that nigga, but now it's plural. Fuck everybody. That's on my body. My blick first, then God got me. I watch him pander. What the fuck? Yeah. I watch him pander with the backhanded compliments, put they head on a Cuban link as a monument. I pay homage and I always mind my business. I never lost who I am for a rap image. It's motivation if you wonder how I did it. Yeah. Nigga going up your rank. Know you a god even when they say you ain't. Yeah, nigga. Keep your feelings out the way. Never let no one put no smut on your name. Yeah, nigga, keep your head down and work like I do, but understand everybody ain't gonna like you. Yeah, nigga, if they say it's love, you've been lied to. A couple rules of engagement, I'ma guide you. Cool. Riding in the GNX with Anita Baker in a tape deck. It's gonna be a sweet love. Fuck apologies. I wanna see y'all geeked up. Don't acknowledge me. Then maybe we could say it's fair. Take it to the internet, and I'm going to take it there. Miss my uncle Lil Maine. He said he would kill me if, oh, my God, they just give me an ad with food. Look at them. Miss my uncle Lil Maine. He said that he would kill me if I didn't make it. No, I'm possessed by a spirit that they can't take it. Used to bump the car to 3, held my rollie chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Whatever, though. Call me crazy. Everybody questionable. Turned me into an Eskimo. I drew a line in decimals. Snoop posted tailor-made. I prayed that wasn't edible. I couldn't believe it. It was only right for me to let it go. All these niggas agitated. I'm just glad they're showing their faces. Quite frankly, plenty artists, but they outdated. Old-ass flows trying to convince me that you they favorite. This not for lyricists. I swear it's not the sentiments. Fuck a double entendre. I want y'all to feel this shit. Old soul bitch, I probably built them pyramids. Ducking strays when I rap battled in the Nickersons. Where you from? Not where I'm from. We all indigenous. Against all odds, I squabbled up for them dividends. Against all odds, I showed up as a gentleman. I done lost plenty friends, 16 to be specific. Put that on my kids' children. We gonna see that future first. They like Dot big tripping. I just want what I deserve. What bridge they done burnt. All of them is over with. I'm doing what COVID did. They'll never get over it. Okay. And then this is verse 3. Niggas from my city couldn't entertain old boy. That feels like almost a diss to the game, right? Or maybe that was like he's kind of reminiscent, or not reminiscent, but he's kind of speaking to the fact that Drake named a few West Coast dudes like The Game and YG, right? Anyway, or maybe he's just talking about Drake trying to get information from him, right? Yeah, remember when he said Drake was calling around trying to get information? So he says, niggas from my city couldn't entertain old boy, promising bank transactions, even Bitcoin. I never pieced it up. That shit don't sit well with me. Before I take a truce, I take him to hell with me. If that money got in the hands of a crash dummy, could jeopardize my I guess he is talking about Drake paying people to get information on him. So I guess he's like, yo, if that money got in the hands of a crash dummy, could jeopardize my family and burn the ones who love me. Niggas mad because I decided not to pretend. Y'all stay politically correct. I'm going to do what I did. Ain't no sympathy here. This shit's hilarious. A lot of shit's opinions, but no power to carry it. 2025, they still moving on some scary shit. Tell them quit their job and pay the real niggas they severance. Don't insult my intelligence. I'm just not for the television. Teleport to Bullets Road and dig up all my relatives. Okay, nigga, let's settle it. These niggas been fake loyal. Since y'all pandering to choose a side, let me do it for you. Okay, fuck your hip-hop. I'll just watch the party die. Niggas cackling about while all y'all is on, I think it's niggas cackling about Diddy, while all y'all is on trial. Niggas thought I was antisocial when I stayed inside of my house. Y'all better off to have one woman. Everything's tricky right now. You niggas live in denial. Hey, fuck anybody empathetic to the other side. I vow a bitch nigga, love bitch niggas. They exist with them in style. Exterminate them now. Make Cat Williams and them proud. The truth about to get loud. No juice inside my cup. I sober up and knock them all off. Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law. Yeah, I think he was talking to Andrew Schultz. By the way, I hit Andrew Schultz about that. I think his reaction was, he's like, yo, is this guy too woke to understand a joke? And I said this, and y'all tell me if my explanation to Andrew Schultz was accurate. I said, Andrew, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I could play, you want me to play the joke? Remember, Andrew Schultz is a comedian, brilliant comedian. He does a podcast called Flagrant 2. I've been on like 3 or 4 times. Even when I go on there, I try to get thick skin or try to come with some jokes because, you know, they're going to have, it's a joke. They joke about everything. They joke about me with Saucy Santana. They joke about everything. You know what I'm saying? This was a joke.
What is the black girlfriend effect? This is
you don't know about this.
Glow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend. All of a sudden, he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up.
Glows
up, bro.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their hair.
Nah, bro. White guys with black girlfriends,
they grow a beard because there's
up.
more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of.
That's hilarious.
I think the black girlfriend effect. It might be a protective instinct, bro.
You think?
Protective.
Yeah. Do you guys have you ever had black girlfriends?
Yeah.
Have you ever had white girls?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. What's your favorite?
We love them all.
Yeah.
Oh really?
We love them all.
Yeah.
That means white.
Yo, who gets?
That means white.
Okay, so that was the clip. I don't know. I thought this was random. Like, you know, for all the things that Kendrick could talk about, for Kendrick to randomly just say, don't let no white comedian talk about black women, that's law. What I instantly thought, and I said this to Andrew because he didn't understand. He was just like, how did I even get on this guy's radar? And don't this guy like understand jokes? And I said, I think Kendrick's a guy who knows his audience, and his audience thrives on having a mutual enemy. Like, the best way to unite a group of people is not to just have them put aside all their beefs or squash everything. The best way is to create a bigger enemy. You get what I'm saying? So, like, you'll have all these, you know, you create a bigger enemy outside of the enemies you have. And sometimes people will let bygones be bygones with their enemies. So, what am I saying? I'm saying that even when Kendrick is uniting people, you know, people have said he united the West Coast. He united a bunch of people that didn't get along, but really created another enemy that was supposedly a bigger enemy, right? Like, hey, I know we got our differences, blah, blah, but we're the culture. We're going to unite on stage, show them a cohesive look of the culture, and we're not like that. We're not like them. They're not like us. You get what I'm saying? And whether that's Drake or whoever that stood for, that was creating a bigger enemy. That was creating, hey, I know we got our petty differences, but this is the bigger. And I think he's always done that too. Like if we think about, like We Gonna Be All Right and songs like that that was knocking during, I almost want to say an oppressive period because, you know, people were marching this and third. It was the era of George Floyd, you know what I mean? Obviously Mike Brown, all those things that was happening. It felt like his music united people to go against what seemed at the time to be the bigger threat, which was police brutality and almost like the man who, like, literally and figuratively, all pun intended, had his foot on your neck. And his music has championed that. Like, it kind of united people, but it united people and created a bigger enemy. The thing about Kendrick dropping now is that we're not in a time where racially we're like, we have unrest or we're whatever. Like, there's always police killings and shit like that, but that's not the temperature right now. Also, for someone who is so for the culture, this and third, and so blah, 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 he has zero opinion on politics. You get what I'm saying? Like, we didn't hear him speak at all about politics, right? Which I personally just think Kendrick is really calculated, right? So it's like, I'm culture, but I'll sit on a rap song and say culture. But when it comes to voting time, where maybe my voice and I could lead, because now people are looking at me as someone who's trying to preserve the culture, maybe I could lead by, being a leader in that point, maybe use my voice to help people figure out that political atmosphere. I'm quiet. I'm silent, right? I mean, even Taylor Swift, she said one thing, then disappeared. We never seen her since, right? So if you ask me, Kendrick missed that time period, but the time period we're in now is just not that where you could just put races against each other, or even us black people feel like, it's so tense that we just need one thing to happen to start this like racial war or like cultural like revolution or whatever. And here's why I say that. That's been a staple in his music for so long that when I saw this line, I felt like, it's like watching a movie where the main character, the protagonist, is always the underdog. Those movies are the best. At the end of the movie, whether it's Rocky or any of these movies, right? Say they're getting cheated their whole life, the man is keeping them down. This is the common theme of a lot of things. But the ending of the movie is usually that person overcoming that hurdle or whoever was oppressing them, whoever that was making them the underdog. All of those movies end there. They don't continue, right? So when Rocky defeats whoever, movie over, leave. Here's the thing. Kendrick, I believe, and this is a personal theory of mine, he basked in this opportunity, or basked in the, I'm the real cultural guy, even though y'all like the fluff shit, which is that. And he kind of like positioned himself as the underdog and the guy that is the good guy, but the underdog, like most movies we watch. Except once the battle with Drake happened, you're no longer the underdog. And I think that's a really interesting and odd position for Kendrick to be in. Because when you can't still, like, if he comes out with this, oh yeah, they're all against us, it's like, wait, how are they against you, Kendrick? You're nominated for every award. You're pretty much gonna sell the most. They said you beat Drake. Like, how are you the underdog anymore? It seems like you're the favorite. And what happens is that we are in a culture, and not even just culture, like, people like to, it's like LeBron. After a while, you want to see that nigga lose. You want to see him miss those clutch shots. You wanted to see Floyd lose. And I think Kendrick is in the non-underdog era now, and we're watching him even while trying to like lead, because again, a lot of, and I feel like I'm butchering this point, but I hope you guys are following. Like, a lot of people who talk about, like, say, social issues, right? Say the My Songs of the world. Is My Song still alive? I thought nigga, like, literally is the most I've never heard about this nigga. So I'm hoping he didn't die. I don't have beef with him like that, but I haven't heard nothing about this guy for a while. But like the My Songs of the world, they live on saying what should be different. Like, they get their clout from being the underdogs. Yo, niggas like Action being the place he's in. Yo, this is why this is wrong with the world. This is wrong. They're good at pointing shit out. They're never good at changing nothing. And they never plan to. Because they usually have the excuse when people say, well, why don't you change it? Well, I don't got no power. So all I could do is complain. That's what I was saying about the Kendrick effect. Because everything Kendrick is complaining about with music, even in Watch the Party Die, he has the ultimate chance now to lead by example and to change. we don't want to hear you complain that the culture is fucked up when we believe you're now leading the culture, right? You could make this change, right? So lastly, I believe that because we're not in a time that Kendrick could kind of hide behind that veil, what we're watching with him is that he's like picking these random like things, because I just thought this was like random and like low level hanging. Don't let a white comedian talk about black women. I personally believe if this was a time of racially charged events happening where racial tension was up, that would be the context. But that's not happening at the time. And I don't think he wants to touch politics. So he ain't going to touch that. So we're watching a guy who's the leader still trying to run around or give off a message like he's an underdog. But then he has to pick what fight to pick or for people to rock with. And there is no fight that everybody's going to unify around right now. So you get like some random line like this. That's what I took away from it. And I might be reading too much into it. But I'll stand firm on the idea that I do think Kendrick is, but this is not a critique nor a big up. It's just like an analyzation. I think Kendrick is someone who is best effective when he's the underdog, right? And I do believe this year it is very obvious he's no longer the underdog. So when he's complaining or when he's pointing out this is wrong with blah, 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 it then becomes up on him to lead by example or be the example of the change that he wants. And I think what appeals to his audience isn't that as much as it is complaining. Because the people who are his fans, Shea Butter Twitter, like there's a lot of Shea Butter Twitter who just love Kendrick. They sit on Twitter all day and complain. No action, all complaining. You ever see, like, I'll go viral, and you know what, you know those same people say, who gave this motherfucker a platform? Why y'all keep platforming him? No, bitch, I worked 15 years for this. Will you? What I'm saying is that the talk a lot, do nothing crowd. That's Kendrick's base. Talk a lot, do nothing. Right? And watching him kind of navigate through that, I think that's interesting because I personally do believe that Kendrick is no longer the underdog. He's the favorite. For going forward, he is the favorite. Did that make sense? Also, somebody said false prophet. I will say this, and this is another angle to it. And I'm not trying to jinx it or nothing, and I hope you don't look at this as hate. It's just me watching this because I've seen this in a microcosm of a lot of things. To me, Kendrick reminds me of Derek Jackson and a lot of other people. Even though there is a hint of him saying, I'm wrong too, or I've been a hypocrite. He calls himself out a little bit. And by the way, that's why I do like that song, the what's it called? I like the one that he's doing a Tupac thing, Reincarnate. I really like that song. Because I do think people think he's of like a Jesus ilk where he's perfect. And even though he says he's not perfect, he talks down on others who are imperfect. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's like a Derek Jackson-esque type thing, right? It's the person who tells you this is how, shit should be. And then you realize over time, and this is what I was going to say about false prophets. Anytime people have been in the position of Kendrick where they're soapbox warriors and soapbox soldiers, it's only ended bad. It's only ended bad. Just because it's only a matter of time before more and more evidence or other glaring holes appear to show that what you're talking about or what you criticize others about, you're just as guilty for it. And that could be anything. But that's a thing I've always seen It's like the people who come on and tell you this is how you get this perfect life, this perfect girl. This is how you get this perfect guy. It's only a matter of time before you realize that they sold you the idea of perfection or this holistic soapbox perspective, and that they're no different from the people they talk down on. We've seen this a million times. So even with Kendrick, I think that's one of the reasons he stays away a lot. We don't know nothing about him. A lot of the people y'all criticize, you know them they talk to you every day. You know a million things about them. You have no idea about what Kendrick got going on. Which I think that's by design. I think the more you know about any entertainer, the more it humanizes them, the more faults you also see, and you see the good, bad, and the ugly. That's just my thought, though. Okay, I do like the song, though. Do like the song. See, chat? I contented out a little bit. There we go. Bruv, I'm not about to go. I'm gonna keep going back and forth to this project if y'all want me to go look up something, but I'm just not gonna sit here and just fucking feel like a chore. Okay. Brothers. Hold on. This is my hold on. This is my line right here. This is my line right here, chat. Right here.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
That brother is starving. Okay, I gotta put that on my soundboard, chat. I need this on my soundboard.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
Yeah, Denzel Washington, brother starving. Yeah, I love that piece right here.
Yes, anything. Are you Elijah's help? Hold it. Hold on.
Hold on now.
Hold on. What are you saying, brother? His greatest greatness. Just say what you're saying. If you don't know, man, I feel the sorriest for you. Come on, brother. Wait. Look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, listen to this. It's all right.
It's all right.
Yes, sir.
It's all right, man.
He's just hungry for knowledge, that's all.
That boy's just hungry for knowledge. Okay? This is the only way I can set this one up. That boy's just hungry for knowledge. Okay? That boy, he's starving. He's just hungry for some knowledge. Talk to him, Malcolm. Talk to him.
Yes, sir.
He's just hungry for knowledge, that's all.
Yup.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
That brother's starving. Yeah, he's starving, all right.
Yes, sir.
He's just hungry for knowledge, that's all. Yeah, that brother's starving.
That brother is starving. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys have seen, and by the way, low key. Remember, was it last night? Did I stream last night? Yeah, remember last night when Wack called me? Was it last night? I can't remember if it was last night. Wack called me. Hold on, let me just pull up this up. I got everything. Okay. So Wack called me, and Wack told me, yo, this individual that got a tape. I said, what type of tape? Because I know there's a lot of tapes when it comes to Wack 100. So I'm saying, are we talking about the tape of allegedly Nipsey Hussle watching his baby moms get piped by another man? Because I don't want to see that tape. That don't sound like an appealing tape. What other tape? Is it the tape of Oscar De La Hoya doing all some other stuff? I don't want to see that tape. Is it the tape of Benzino, supposedly with the pink dildo? I don't want to see that tape neither. Like, there's a lot of tapes. I don't want to see half of them. So when he said, hold on now, there's a tape. I said, okay, what type of tape? He says, I got a videotape 2 hours to 2 hours. I said, oh, hell no. Anybody used to watch Onion Booty back in the day? Onion Booty used to have some long-ass sex tapes. I'm like, damn, Wack got a 2-hour sex tape? He says, nah, bro. I got 2 hours of Gunna in the interrogation room telling like a motherfucker. I said, ain't no way. So, yeah, man. Shit from like 2019. He been working since now. Now, to make a long story short, I'm glad I didn't pull the trigger too quick. Because I was asked if I wanted to make an offer to the person who had the tape. And I was going to put an offer out there. And I heard that Vlad was going to either make an offer or reveal it. Anyway, they came back with the number. I won't tell you. I'll keep the numbers off this, but a pretty good size number came back. And I was like, And then they cut it in half and they said, bro, you want it? You could get it for that. I'm thinking about it. And the whole time, because I got a screenshot of it, I'm like, this don't look like Gunna, though. Now, this is the worst recorded video of all time. Like I couldn't see it. So it was like a still. I'm like, that don't look like Gunna. Thank God I didn't pay for the shit. Why? Because it's not Gunna, and it's actually Yak Gotti. So, ladies and gentlemen, apparently there's a 2-hour video of Yak Gotti that has came out showing him having a mukbang with investigators and detectives while they try to solve some crimes. I mean, shout out to that man. He multitasks like a pro. Doing a mukbang. The boy was up in there like Keith Lee. Okay? Food tasting. Food testing. And goddamn, yo, listen, that nigga started licking his finger like it was part of the meal, like it came in the box. You get what I'm saying? I've never seen such a thing. Keith Lee don't even get down on food like that. You get what I'm saying? So, first of all, I'm glad I didn't pay for it. Number two, this came out 2 hours, and we actually get it. We got it for free, basically, damn. Because I guess some of some of the discoveries start becoming open, and we're getting a lot of stuff. By the way, I hear there's so much stuff. I hear there's like 3 shootouts that we're gonna get from the YSL case. Everything's on camera. These niggas was doing all type of dumb shit down there. Anyway, so Wack he misspoke. It wasn't Gunna, and it's not like he was misleading. He just misspoke. But he did make this hilarious video when he did think it was Gunna, too.
Gunna. Hey, Gunna, listen. I'm putting it together. I'm going to give you some time. I don't know, 24 hours, 12 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour. I don't know. I'm going to give you some time, though, Gunna, for you to go ahead on and confess. Confess to the world about all the telling you did. You know that interrogation?
Did you guys enjoy Kendrick Lamar's new album? Genuine question. Was his album good? Was it mid? Let me know. My thoughts on the album is that, like Axe said, I feel like he's going to do 300 to 500K. If he goes above 500, not surprised. Like the album, like what Axe said, there's no hits on there. It doesn't really feel like an album. Like this feels like a mixtape, bro. Like he just drops it. Like he's missing like 12 hours of sales. But hey man, bro. Kendrick Lamar is just weird. Won't be surprised. Kendrick Lamar's 100%, 1,000% selling over 100. I feel like he's 85% selling over 200. Now 250 plus, who knows? I'm saying 250 to 500. Like that's what I'm giving for Kendrick right now. Plus he's piping hot right now, like especially after the Drake situation. So let me know in the comments how you guys feel. It's your boy Big Egg News. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'm